Hey ladies, my name is Jennifer. I'm the CEO and founder of the Instant Boss Club, and I've been coming in the group all week to share some Instagram tips with you all. So this is our last day together. We'll all be answering all the questions that you've dropped inside the videos this week. If you missed any of those videos, be sure you check them out. They're under the unit section inside of this group. So we're going to go ahead and dive in today with some of the questions that were asked. So Tracy Hicks and Ariana Stowe both asked how I was able to create the videos that you're watching now. So it actually required quite a few different apps. The first one would be screen recording, which I actually did from my iPhone. So if you're not an iPhone user, you use Android or any other phone like that, you can download a screen recording app on your phone. But for you iPhone users, it's already included inside your iPhone. So I'm going to show you where to find it. So if you go into your settings option, you go over into Control Center, then Customize Controls. You can see that I have in the top section here, screen recording. It's that red icon. Normally that's going to be down here in the more controls area, but I grabbed it and moved it up. So what that means for the Control Center is that when I scroll down, you'll see in bottom left hand corner that red dot. So that means we're recording right now. If I were to click that button, it would end this recording. So I'm not going to do that. But if you wanted your voice to be recorded while you are scrolling through your phone and showing a tutorial or whatever you wanted to record, you need to hold down that button and it will ask you if you want to use the microphone, and you have to give it access. So that's something that's important to know when you are screen recording. So first of all, I create the screen recording, and then I use a few different apps to create what you're looking at now. So let me jump over into one of the apps. It's called Video Shop app. So this is one of the videos that I created for our Instagram account at Instant Boss Club. And so you'll see here, let me scroll to the end really quick. So you'll see that this is just a picture that I created. So I created this picture using another app, which I'm not going to go into detail in because it's a lot to explain. I have a lesson inside the Instant Boss Club that goes into all the nitty gritty of setting that up, but I created this whole graphic from that one app. So I was able to crop myself out, add the graphics in the background, add the iPhone, the text, all that good stuff. So you can use whatever you like to create a graphic picture. Once you get that picture, you're going to upload it into this app. So you'll see a picture like this. And then you'll see here at the bottom at my controls, it says resize, music, text, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to scroll over to the right and click the impose button, and it's going to open up videos. So then I'll add a video in, and it will impose it into this video, and I'll just resize it to fit that iPhone square. So it'll end up looking something like this. Conversations that I want to be a part of as an Instagram coach. So for you, that may be something. So I know that Ariana was asking how I was able to do this kind of video live. So I'm not sure if she was just asking what the video looks like or what program did I use to actually make it live. So I didn't do that. Christina did, the owner of this group. She posted that inside. So you'll have to ask her what app she used. But I know for my own group that I've used Ecamm Live for my MacBook. I don't think that works for Windows. So if you are a MacBook user, Ecamm Live allows you to do a lot of different things. But one of the things it does allow you to do is post pre-recorded videos. So there's that. So moving on to the next question. So Hanny asks, and I hope I'm saying her name right, she said that her social media platforms are not getting her any sales and she needs help. Christiane also said same. So I'm going to give you a few tips for, I'm not sure what you're selling, first of all, but for product-based business and service-based business, they are a little bit different. I've done both. So I know how to sell on a service base and I know how to sell on a product base. And I know that there are a few other of you that asked, how do I sell my product? And gave specifics of your product. So I'm just going to show you from the product side and the service side what you should do. So this was one of my boutique accounts and I haven't been on it since June of 2017 because my main focus now is the Instant Boss Club. So I don't want to overwhelm myself with too many businesses because I also have an 18-month-old son and I want to spend as much time as I can with him. But this was a very successful account at one point. I also had some other boutique accounts as well, but I'm just going to show you this one for the sake of an example. So first of all, what I did with this account is I made sure that the link in my bio took me over to a page that made it very easy to purchase. So this was called Spreezy, which Spreezy has now been purchased by Comment Sold, so you'll want to check them out. But you'll see that when you open this page, all I had to do was upload a picture, how much it cost, and then a description, and it made this page for me. And then I was able to post this photo to Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter. I even think there's so many different places you could post it with just one post. And what it did was it made the link shoppable. So you could click directly on it and purchase. For Instagram, it was comment with your email and it would send you an invoice. So I know that Comment Sold does do this, and I know that Instagram also allows you to have shoppable links now. So be sure you check out that as well. But this is what I like to use. I use Spreezy, like I said, as Comment Sold now. So making it easy for people to purchase is your number one factor in selling anything. If you don't make it easy, by the time that they've navigated through your site to purchase something, they don't want it anymore. Basically, a lot of things on Instagram are going to be impulse purchases. They're going to see it on an influencer or a blogger and say, ooh, that's really cute. I want it, and I want it now. They're not going to wait. So you want to make it really easy. Number 2, we want to be using our hashtags inside of those posts. We've already talked about this week, but you want to make sure you're not just using hashtags that are going to bring in your competition, but hashtags that are going to bring in customers. So these were a few that I used back in 2017. Feel free to steal those if you wanted. Another thing that we talked about also earlier this week under engagement was shop shares. And so as a product-based business, if you can reach out to a similar product or a similar business that sells a similar product as you and ask them if you can both give each other a shout out on your page. Because let's say, for instance, you sell baby shampoo, but you reached out to somebody that sells baby toys and you say, can we both post to our page for an hour a picture that we've given to each other and a caption that we've given to each other to help follow the other person? So what this is going to do is drive the person that sells kids toys. Obviously moms are following them, so maybe they need some shampoo for their kid, and now that this toy account has posted about this shampoo, they're more likely to go follow the shampoo account and purchase from them as well. So like I said earlier, when I did these shop shares, I went from selling $200 a day to $2,000 a day. So if you're reaching out to the right accounts and ones that are similar to yours, you're going to see great success with those shop shares. But it does require some time in searching out those accounts and reaching out to them as well. I highly suggest reaching out to them 2 ways: their Instagram DM and also their email. So like I said, this is an old account from 2017. So let me jump over into Instant Bosses to show you. If you look underneath the profile here, underneath the highlight section, you can click the email button and it opens up their email. So be sure you reach out via their direct message and their email. Another thing is just, simply engaging with the hashtags that you're in. So if you're selling a product and you want, other people to buy your baby shampoo or whatever it is, you'd want to go into hashtag kids or hashtag mommy and me or something like that and go through and like those people's things and comment on them. And when you comment, be asking a question. So there's a few other platforms that you can sell your products on, and that is storeenvy.com and poshmark.com. They both take a percentage of your sales, and so that's why Instagram's so great. They don't take a percentage of your sales, but if you wanted to just sell your product in general and you wanted a website, Store Envy is really great for that, or Shopify. So be sure to check those out as well. So that's a little bit of my tips for the product-based side. For the service-based side, it's really all about creating a relationship between you and the person that you want to buy your products. So they need to feel like you are their best friend, to feel like they trust you in order to purchase your service. Because with service-based businesses, you don't want to purchase a service from somebody and then they ghost you and disappear. You want to know that when you're giving them their money, that you are going to get your service out of that. If you have any more questions about that, you can always email me, admin@instantbossclub.com, and I'll be sure to answer those questions. So Renee asked, if I know that somebody is commenting with a bot, should I respond? So first of all, let me explain what a bot is for those of you that don't understand what that is. Basically, it is a software that allows you to, there's different ones. The ones that I know of are some that will go through certain hashtags. So say they'll go through hashtag fashion blogger, and it will like and comment on the last 100 posts or whatever the person's account has set it to. So these comments are going to be very basic, because if they were to make them personal, it wouldn't make sense for every photo. So they're going to say something like, cool, awesome, love this shot, love your feed, beautiful photo, or something like this, where it's just an emoji. So what I would say is definitely comment back to these, because there's a lot of influencers these days that are actually using those bots. I know of an Instagram expert actually that teaches to use these bots. Now, just so you know, I don't teach that method, but there are people out there that are teaching this method for their students, and big influencers that are using this. So just because they're using it doesn't mean that they're not seeing people responding back to their comments, or they're not even getting on the Instagram app at all. There are also bots that you may be talking about that comment on your posts and say, check out our business and like our last post, and we'll give you 100 likes. Those, I wouldn't respond to them. I would just delete them from your profile, because they're trying to promote themselves within your post, and that's annoying. But if it's something like this, where it's just an emoji with hands up, what I would respond back to this is, somebody said, or what I wrote was, have you read our member spotlight post on One Small Blonde? She shares her favorite tips on Instagram. Head over to the link in our bio to read the blog post. So what I would comment back to this is, awesome. Did you like the blog post? And so what's that going to tell that person that's using a bot? They log on to their Instagram account and they see that I've asked them a question. So they are more likely to go in and look at my account and see my other posts as well, and be able to interact with those. But that's not the only reason that you should respond to somebody's comment. Another reason is Instagram tracks how fast you're getting likes and how fast you're getting comments to push your hashtags up and put you in the top post area. So if you can get more comments on your post by you responding back to somebody's comment, the more the better. The more likely the Instagram algorithm is going to push you to the top post. Also within that is the Instagram algorithm works in the sense of building relationships. So if Tickets Printer commented on my post a lot with their bot, and I responded every single time, when this person logs into their account, my posts are going to be at the top of their Instagram account, because Instagram thinks that we have a relationship because we're commenting back to each other. So yes, it's important to comment back to every single comment, even if it's a bot account, other than those spammy ones that are just selling you likes. So Li Ting, and I hope I'm saying your name right, she said that she's been refraining from tagging people in her posts because she didn't know what the practice was and what was acceptable and not acceptable. So first of all, we talked about something like Darling Escapes, where they'll feature you on their account for free if you're tagging them in your post and you're using their hashtags to be featured. So these are acceptable accounts to be tagging in your post. And another acceptable thing would be if you're promoting a product. Say you're promoting Tubby Todd's Bath Company and you're posting a picture of their shampoo. Then it would totally be acceptable to tag them in your post. It would also be acceptable to tag feature accounts that feature baby items or mom bloggers or that sort of things, but I would not tag another shampoo company or one of your friends or somebody that's not inside the post that's not a feature account. So yes, if they're a feature account, be sure to tag them. If you're featuring your products in their post, or it's something that you think they should see, or something you're tagging them in, like say somebody makes a post and says tag your favorite bloggers, of course it'd be acceptable to tag them in that post or whatever it is. So that is kind of the practice of how to use tags. So Risham asked how to get media coverage. I'm not sure if you're talking about something like being featured in Forbes or Entrepreneur, or big posts like that, or if you're talking about being refeatured on Instagram, like I said, if you want to be featured on Instagram, be sure to find those feature accounts and be tagging them. We also have a list of feature accounts inside the Instant Boss Club. But if you're talking about media coverage in the sense of being featured in Forbes and that sort of thing, you could pitch them whatever you wanted to talk about yourself, or I would highly suggest reaching out to a PR professional to help you with those pitches, because a lot of times they are contributors for Forbes already, so that means they already write posts for Forbes, so they're able to pitch it directly to the editorial team and get you approved faster. So that's kind of the route I would go with media. If you wanted to try and do it yourself, I would also encourage you, though, like if you're talking about wanting to be shared on influencers' accounts or that sort of things, to just really engage with them all the time. Like I said, engaging with these big accounts is going to tell the Instagram algorithm that you have a relationship with these people and push your post higher in their feed. So the more you can comment, the more you can direct message them and ask them questions or introduce yourself or whatever it may be, the more likely they are to see you, see your story, and feature you. But like I said, I would really highly recommend, if you're wanting to be featured in the PR industry, Forbes, Entrepreneur, that sort of thing, that you hire a PR professional to help you. So Sarah asks, how do I stay up to date on all the changes that are happening with social media and all the updates? So let me first of all say that Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter, Facebook, they're all changing. Like every single day, there's something new to learn. So one of the websites, or I guess website, this is Instagram's Twitter that I follow. They're really good about updating people of things that are going on with Instagram. So for instance, February 13th, they had a glitch happening on their Instagram platform that was causing people's numbers to go down. So people were losing thousands of followers and that sort of thing. But then they resolved it. They were working on resolving it that same day. So they keep you up to date. Another website to check, because Instagram does have a lot of glitches. You'll try and post a new post and it says it's not working or whatever. And I know a lot of people instantly freak out and they're like, oh my gosh, I lost my Instagram account. It's not working. So what I like to do before I freak out is I'll go over into downdetector.com. So this tells me if people are having problems, they'll report it like 5 hours ago. It crashes after 5 seconds. It'll tell you where it's happening. So if you get on your Instagram account's messing up a lot and you'll see tons of posts at one point, you'll know that it's not just you having the issue. Obviously Instagram's having a problem, and that's downdetector.com. But a lot of the information that I provide to my students and that I'm staying up to date with is just trial and error, using my own accounts to see what's working and what's not working. When I first started on my Instagram account in 2015, if you were to search on Google Instagram course or Instagram experts, it was crickets. There was nobody out there teaching these things. I had to just learn it as I went. And I mean, now you can search Google and find all sorts of Instagram gurus and experts, and they're all teaching you different things, right? So let me just jump over into, let's see. This was what I posted inside of one of my Facebook groups recently, just showing, this is my Pinterest account. On February 1st, it had 85,000 monthly viewers. And then the next few days, it had 94, and then 104. And then it's currently at 125K monthly viewers. And that's been just a couple weeks of just trying out a really, like I'm telling you, so easy tactic that I've used on Pinterest to get this fast result of growth. And that's a lesson I'll be teaching inside the Instant Boss Club this month. And Sarah, I know that you became a member of the Instant Boss Club, so be sure you check out that lesson. And for those of you that aren't members, be sure you check out the Instant Boss Club. The link is above to join. So while we're on the topic of the Instant Boss Club, Mitch asked if there is a hashtag somewhere to help you find hashtags. So inside the Instant Boss Club, we have the Instant Hashtag Creator, which is a software that we created just for the Instant Boss Club members. So it allows you to search one hashtags and it pulls up tons of other hashtags. So what I've done is I searched for hashtag fashion, and from here it's going to pull other hashtags that people that are using hashtag fashion are using alongside that one. So I'm just going to click a few of these. You click 10 of them that you really like. So some of these are just going to be kind of junk, like follow and that sort of thing. Like obviously you don't like those. Those aren't going to work for you. So we're going to go through here and click the ones that we do like. So let's see here. I like these. Okay. So I'm going to click next here at the top, and here we go. And so from here, it's going to narrow out those search results, and it's going to tell me how many uses each of these hashtags are getting. From there, you can select them, and it will copy them here at the top. But I'm just going to scroll through, so it arranges them from the most popular at the top to the least popular at the bottom. So obviously, you can see there's tons of different hashtags. It's going to get down to the nitty-gritty. Down here to street fashion style guide that has 327 uses. So you can kind of mix up your hashtags to use big and small hashtags. And like I said, that's the Instant Hashtag Creator inside the Instant Boss Club. It's what you get with your membership. So I think I've answered everybody's question. If I happen to miss yours, be sure to reach out to me, admin@instantbossclub.com, and I'll get an answer for you. But I just wanted to let you all know that the Instant Boss Club is only open twice a year. We're currently open for enrollment, but it does close at the end of March. Once we close at the end of March, we won't be reopening till later this year, and at that point the prices will be going up to, I believe, $38.99 a month. So if you sign up now, you'll be locked into your $28.99 a month. You will not have to pay that higher price when it does go up, and you can always cancel at any time. So you don't have to feel like you're locked in or that sort of thing. You can also, if you join and you decide it's not for you, there's a 7-day money back guarantee. So you'll get your money back, no questions asked. And like I said, there's so much inside this group to join, with over 7,000 other brands and influencers inside, even to collaborate with, is something to talk about. So anyways, I'm really, really excited to have been able to share some Instagram tips with you all this week. If you ever have any questions along your Instagram journey, be sure to reach out to me, admin@instantbossclub.com, so I can get an answer over for you. And I hope you all have enjoyed these lessons, and I will talk to you all later on.